Are you listening? Okay. Here, there is a sentence. They are talking about, in the first case, they are talking about a laptop. What is an adjective for describing a laptop? It is light, of course. And we can also say that a laptop is fast. But a laptop is not cheap. In this case, the laptop is light. In the second option, we have that they are talking about a laptop. A jacket. What is the appropriate adjective for mention a jacket? It is warm. The jacket is warm. Welcome, Esperanza. Now we continue with the sentence number 3. In the sentence number 3, we are talking about an ice-based. What can be an adjective for talking about a based? We can say that the base is so beautiful. It's so beautiful, the base. Welcome, Josue. And the number 4, it's about a Meinco 840. That is an electronic machine, right? From China. What can you say about this machine? We can say that a Meinco 840 is affordable. It's affordable, but it is not easy to use. That's the way we listen this exercise. Please check on your laboratory book. Let's continue with the next slide. Next slide. Here, we are going to complete some sentences. And it says, if you are out of cash and the bank is closed, you can get some money from your debit card. That's the idea. You don't have money on your hands, you can get some money from your debit card. Most of the people in this time are using debit cards. We are getting into another life. We are moderning our life right now. And that is the stage of your life that you are living. You need to be starting in this life for future. And that is the way how you need to study, by using technology. You need to use technology for studying because it's your life. In a second one, if there is a service charge on the bill, it is probably didn't need to leave from your house. It is not necessary to leave from your house right now. You need to get things from outside by using your cards and by using your bills, right? That's the way right now. Number 3, in some places, you can ask for a lower price. Of course, we need to ask for lower prices because we need to spend so much money. We need to save our money. And number 4, before you go overseas, you should check the destination, if your currency and the currency of the place you are traveling. This is very important. When you are leaving to a place, you need to check your destination. If you are going on a bus, if you are going on a train, or if you are going in a plane, you need to check your destination before leaving. That's the idea of this sentence. Sentence number 5. It was a real fact. I saved a lot of money. Something that is real, something that is a fact. All the missing words in these sentences are in red color for identifying what's the missing word, what's the missing phrase. The number 6, it was a total price. I paid too much money. The missing word in this sentence is the word priced. And the complete sentence is, it was a total price. I paid too much money. Okay, here is completed another group of sentences that there is an assignment for you on your laboratory book to do it. Now, let's continue with other couple of sentences. Here, we are going to rewrite each sentence. And the number 1, no, the example is, the base is too heavy. That base is too heavy. What is the opposite of saying too heavy? The opposite is, that base isn't light enough. If something is too heavy, it isn't light enough. And the number 1, those cameras aren't cheap enough. That means that those cameras are expensive. Remember, the opposite of cheap is expensive. The number 2, this printer is too slow. This printer is too fast. The opposite of too slow is too fast. Slow and fast. We are talking about adjectives that are used for making comparison. And the opposite of slow is fast. Now, the sentence number 3. The inside of the fridge isn't cool enough. Isn't cool enough. The inside of the fridge is warm. The opposite of cool is warm. Number 4, that restaurant is too noisy. That means that the restaurant isn't too quiet. If something is noisy, the opposite is quiet. Algo ruidoso, el opuesto es tranquilo. And that is the way how we can talk about these adjectives. Talking about the adjective and the opposite of the adjective. Okay? You needed to know this vocabulary. You needed to study this vocabulary. Why you need it? For speaking, of course. Now, there is another easy topic that we need to remember. This topic we already studied this topic in level 1, but here it's important to mention it. It's important to remember this. Countries and nationalities. Argentina, Argentinian, or Argentine. If somebody is from Australia, he is Australian. Somebody is from Belgium, is Belgian. If somebody is from Bolivia, is Bolivian. Somebody is from Brazil, they are Brazilian. If somebody is from Canada, they are Canadian. If somebody is from Chile, you say that it is Chilean. If anybody is from China, you say that is Chinese. That's the way how we pronounce these countries. It's very important to know about the right pronunciation. Okay, now we have another topic. This topic we already started at last class, so here there is some exercises for remember. A noun, count noun, it's something that you cannot count. You don't use numbers for mention them. You cannot say one aerobic, two, no. We just say aerobics. You say air conditioning. You say basketball, beat, bike riding, bread, broccoli, butter, cake, candy, cash, cheese, chicken, clothing, coffee, crab. There are a lot of crab on the ocean. Culture. You also say dinner. You also say electronic. You also say English, entertainment. And there are, of course, there are a lot of fish into the sea too. Here, all of these are examples of non-count nouns. There are nouns, we cannot say one, we cannot say two, we cannot not say three. Like, for example, bananas. We can say one banana, two bananas, three bananas, and you can also say one orange, two oranges, three oranges. But in this case, it's the opposite. You cannot say one aerobic, two aerobics. No, it's just aerobics in general. So here there is a list of irregular verbs. Remember, irregular verbs are the verbs that change their form in the past and also in the past participle. These verbs, we needed to study them. We needed to memorize them. Why? Because since you are getting up from your bed in the morning, you are talking about actions. You are talking about options. And here there is a list of three: the base form, the simple past, and the past participle. The base form, be, was, were, and the past participle is been. O sea, sido o estado. En el pasado era o estaba, en el participio sido o estado. Break, broke, broken. Bring, brought, brought. It is same in the simple past and also in the past participle. Build, built, and built. It's the same also in the past and the past participle. Buy, bought, bought. It's the same. Simple past, past participle. Catch, catch, catch. It's the same. Okay? But the writing is different. You need to know that these verbs are irregular verbs. All of these verbs change their form. And also remember that the verbs in simple past, and they are regular, you just add ed to the verb. You just add ed. But in these cases, we are talking about irregular verbs. That means that they change all of their form. You need to study them, you need to practice with them, and you need to memorize them. So here, there are some information questions. On your right hand, you have the plural nouns. On your left hand, you have the singular nouns. There are some questions by using singular nouns. Who's your teacher? Who's your teacher? We are just asking for one teacher. In the plural, who are the students? Who are the students? We are asking for more than one student. In the second place, what's your name? You are asking just for one person. In the second place, what are their names? We are talking about more than one name. What are their names? That means that it is plural. The other sentence, where is your father from? We're talking about just one person. Where are your classmates from? We're talking about many people. That's the difference between singular and plural. In singular, we talk about one noun, and in plural, we're talking about more than one noun. How old is your sister? How old are your children? A lot of little kids. We're talking about a lot of little kids. That's the way how we can make questions by using singular and changing to the plural form. Okay, here we continue with another topic. What is this topic about? This is about possessive nouns and adjectives. What is a possessive noun? Of course, as the word said, a possessive noun, it's a noun to show possession of having something, of obtaining something. And the instruction said, add s to a name or a noun. Where's Peter father from? Where's Peter father from? You can say that he is from Canada, right? What is the teacher's name? What is the teacher's name? The teacher's name is Eva in this case. Now we said that we are an apostrophe. La comita que se observa hacia arriba, en español se llama apóstrofe. En inglés we say apostrophe. Add an apostrophe to plural nouns that end in est. What are the students' names? ¿Cuáles son los nombres de los estudiantes? Add s to the name or noun that comes last in a list of two or more nouns. That's the way how we use possessive nouns. That's the way how we show possessions in English language, by using the apostrophe in the s that means possession, that something has some things, right? And on your books, there are a lot of exercises for practicing possession. Now, here we clarify this point. We have the possessive adjectives. Remember, for talking about possessive adjectives, we need to know about the personal pronouns first. Some of them are singular and some of them are plural. The ones that are in the left are singular, and the ones that are on your right hand are plural. For I, the possessive is my. For you is your. For he, his. For she, her. For it, its. For we, our. For you, your. And for they, their. And that means that possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, and their. Those are called possessive adjectives that are different from possessive nouns. Remember, possessive nouns, we add the apostrophe and the S, and the possessive adjectives are a different topic. Here, there are some examples of using possessive adjectives. There are some questions. Where is Chad's father from? Where is his father from? Where is he from? What is Shayla's last name? What is her last name? If instead of using Shayla, we use her. Instead of using the name, we use the possessive noun, adjective, sorry, the possessive adjective. What is Lee and Pig's address? What's their address? We are talking about Lee and Pig, we say their because we are referring to more than one person. That is why we use their. So what are we going to do it here? Complete each sentence. And here we need to write what's the missing word. In the first case, Dean, his father is an, right? That is the way we can answer this. His father is an engineer, like this. In the second one, what is her? Because we are talking about Janet. What is her email address? What is her email address? We are using possession. 3, the book is hers. We are talking about Kayla. That is why we use her. The number 4, Nico and Sean, class is at 8. We can change these names by using their. Their class is at 8. That's the right way to answer this. The number 5, what are your brother's occupation? What are their occupation? In this case, because we are talking about brothers, brothers substitution is their. That's the way how we answer in this form. Now, let's continue with this. Here, there are some questions that they needed to answer, and we needed to make another question. Like this example. My occupation, I am a student. And the question is, what's your occupation? Okay, the second one. Lynn and Ben's. It's to buy street. What can be the question? What is their address? What is their address? That's the way we can make a question like this. Number 3, his phone number. It is 216655. And the question is, what his phone number? Now, let's continue with the number 4. Dave's last name. It is Barney. What can be the question? What is Dave's last name? What is Dave's last name? The number 5. Sandra's nickname. It is Sandy. What can be the question? What is her nickname? Question number 6. raised. His address is 456 Road. What can be the question? What is his address? What is his address? Or it's the same as saying, what is Rice's address? Here there is another exercise. What do we need to make here? It is necessary to complete each sentence with a possessive adjective. And we already completed, of course. Number 1, this is my sister. Her husband is from Ecuador. Talking about sister, we use her for talking about possession. Second one, Robert is a new student here. His nickname is Bobby. Number 3, my friends live in London, but their hometown is in Scotland. That is the way how we complement this sentence. Number 4, my husband and I live in Chicago, but our children don't. Number 5, I'd like you to meet his colleague Sam. Works with me at the bank. Talking about he, we use his for showing possession. Number 6, I like that picture. My colors are very nice. That's the way how we change the noun via possessive adjective. For example, if we say Eva, we say her. Her name is Eva. That's the way. Okay, my dear students, this has been everything for today. I'm going to send you later these PowerPoint presentations. I'm going to send you your last written exam, and I'm going to send you your last oral exam. I hope you send me back everything that is missing until today. My dear students, have a nice day and take care of you. Bye-bye.